Hello everyone, welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath. Hope you're having a great day. I've cleaned out the homes that are right in here. Just kind of promoting people to go live in the big houses, right? And I'm also making room for bigger and better things. And one of the bigger and better things I'd like to make room for is this fun place here. It's called the Storm Dome. Yeah, it's basically like a fighting pit. Kind of the same thing as the Brawl Pit, except much more extravagant. Allows for a lot bigger and better things. And look at this. It fits here, so we're going to put it here. So we're going to have it stick right here next to this. It takes power, 12 power to be exact. But people can come on over here and enjoy the fights, okay? There you go. And that takes 80 fun boxes. That combined with the 80 fun boxes that this takes, but also 85 components in the game arcade. So we are really short on the essential ingredients that we need to do these things. Yeah. And I've been building a lot of things. And so, you know, we're down to only 32 concrete, 7 wood. I've been building so many things. Like everything we build now, all these giant structures, these really advanced buildings, they take so much resources compared to the other ones. We're down to 31 water deficit. So we're starting to dip into our buildings pretty heavily here. Some of that might have to do with this area, but you know, obviously it's taking water, all this is, but we're gonna put in a new water pump here. This is actually 100% efficiency, believe it or not. I think it's because part of the influence this thing is pumping out of is this water behind it. And so it's getting this part here plus this, and it's equaling up to 100%. So we're gonna lay in one of these pumps here. Still need a lot of components to do that. And then we'll connect it to power this transformer. So we got the Storm Dome, we've got the arcade. Both of these together is like 160 entertainment value, and we only have a negative 13 deficit, like on our deficit. So we're doing pretty well that way for entertainment. Now, above our bunker, we'll see a next question mark. You might notice here at the top, it's red again. And that means, you know, production's halted. We have to continue the quest line to get any more. So let's go ahead and click this and figure out what the game wants.
Pandemics come and go as access to medicine has become a luxury. But now, a new and more serious illness has appeared at the outposts. The engineers who visited the battlefield have started noticing boils on their skin.
That doesn't sound good. The infection has spread through most of the engineer outposts. A few of the engineers have already fallen severely ill. They run high fevers and have started to bleed blood. I would hope so. Bleed blood that has turned almost black. The rest are starting to show similar symptoms. Now, luckily, this is, at least so far, isolated to engineer outposts. The colony appears to be safe, but the operation to gather knowledge is currently halted until the infection is identified and a cure is found. Let's investigate the disease. So all these outposts we've had before, they're not doing anything until we investigate that. So you probably should go out to the map. We also had a new side quest pop up while I've been letting it run. So let's take a look at that.
The dead rats are considered to be more of a nuisance than an actual threat to well-defended colonies. However, their numbers have recently begun to rise at an alarming rate.
They appear in large numbers and force everyone to join them. They also have taken control of several remote locations, such as old farms, to create supply for their growing needs. So swarming rats is actually a bandit clan called the Dead Rats, and they're off doing things. So we need to liberate the farms. So there's a lot of fighting to do on the map, basically. So let's take a look here really quick. Now I've got this engineer, and they're on their way over here to set up an outpost where it's got defense, because maybe we were going to health here. I think maybe this was going to be a health one. We have 3 outposts for defense right now, 2 for ecosystem, 2 for medicine, and 3 for life support. I think I still might do defense here though, because health is easier to reach. We have them, 2 of them right here, exclusive. So I think I'm still going to do defense with this guy, and we're just going to basically bring him down here. Now I could do this right now, but there's no reason to, because of these infections and stuff. So I could just let him sit here and he'll probably be immune to all these different events. If I was full up here, then I would just drop it anyway. But since I'm not full up here, I've got space, so whatever. Let's take a look at the map really quick. So we have... Let's see if I click on... trying to find something to click on here. Where is it? Where are all these? There they are. Okay, I couldn't see them. All these arrows are kind of like, it's confusing because when you're over here, the arrows are like pointing that way, letting you know, oh yeah, it's that direction. But really it's that direction like relative to the center of the screen, not to the edge of the screen. It's very confusing. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different places to visit on the map. You got a lot of stuff to do. Each one of these locations has bandit camps, so there's a lot of fighting to do. So I think we're gonna make a quick team with our garage. I'm gonna select a vehicle here, and let's get one that can do, 4 passengers is fine. We'll have to fix its durability and stuff here, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and basically everybody that has really high attack, and we're gonna get at least 4 people in a group with high attack. 20 damage. Oh, right here. 25. So this is 100 damage output. It's very nice. So we're gonna go with that for now. Now I just dropped in a couple of things. I dropped in a botanical garden that just got finished. That's not gonna help our water issues. There's also a public house here, which has almost everything delivered for it as well. That will up the entertainment value in the colony as well. So I'm kind of adding entertainment sources where homes used to be here. And now we finally have a positive balance on entertainment. So that feels good. Lots of positive balance. Only 12 people restless. Very nice. Now, we have herbal medicine. And we also have herbs. And that's 44 of them. So we're doing good on this part. We can start taking... And you can see we're creating herbal medicine here from this. We get 10 herbal medicine from 20 herbs. And then what we're going to do is then we then switch this medical lab over to make other stuff, right? And so to make healing items, it takes herbal medicine and soybeans. Iodine pills take herbal medicine and fish. And the antibiotics will take herbal medicine and oil. We have all the other stuff in abundance, so, you know, whatever. But this brings me to an interesting thing, and that is that I think I need a second medical lab. Because, well, if one of them is concentrating on making the herbal medicine and the other ones are using that herbal medicine, that's probably the more efficient way to go about it. So I'll take a look at that. We're also making a pretty good amount of sturdy clothing now. We're up to 108 of it. So there's no shortages there either. Very nice. Before we send these guys out to the map,
how may I help? Reporting in.
On the car,
Right.
We're gonna get them all to be up front here. These are fanatics, so we can't avoid the fight. And we're researching biofuels so we can make our own fuel too. Real quick out to the world map. Okay, we don't have anybody on the world map right now, actually, so there's no reason to go out there. Okay, so it's just a matter of killing these guys, pretty much. Let's go.
Doomsday cults.
Costume party, rock and roll. It says there's only 14 of them, so I think we'll be fine here. We do have to... Wow, they're actually strong. Wow. Those 14 almost beat us. They're individually pretty strong, I guess. Feeling much better now. Yeah, are you? Good. 80 concrete to do this. Nope, sorry, 62. I guess it's not 80 because it wasn't fully destroyed. 62 concrete to do that. We'll have to get on that. We do have 2 automated sources of concrete. I would like to lay down another one, if possible. And kind of want to use this metal here, but also there's a concrete one out this way too. So I might look to use that. I thought there was one more concrete. I thought there was. I just don't remember where. Maybe it was over here. I'm gonna need this plastic one pretty quick because that plastic one we're using in this area is about to get used up. This side here is about to get used up. We got 1,000 left in it, which sounds like a lot on paper, but it's not. Not when we're making a whole bunch of buildings and expanding and things like that. Although I have built way more houses than I needed, right? Like we have room for 80 more people in this colony right now. So like I built these buildings in advance, and now that I'm like not building them anymore, the supplies that I would normally be using for these will stop being used. I'm also creating 2 new schools over here on the water, and if it lets me, which I don't think it will, and that's kind of why I started building on the water, it's because our property line, if you will, doesn't allow me to build anymore here. The line, the red tiles go all the way like this, so I'm just not able to build there anymore. So for that reason, we can build other structures and stuff on this side, and maybe we can get out in this way, some plastic on this side. Starting to think this might be an interesting place for forestry and stuff. I think so. Actually, wait a minute. I think the foresters are still doing... I think I left them doing things, yeah. Foresters are still doing this, which is fine. It's good. We need things for trapping, right? But I know I want you guys to come back over here and just keep this place full of wood, if you will. And yeah, so we have some expansions to our power grid that are pending. They're all pending components. And I'm going to pause this because we don't need them at the moment. We kind of need those components to go towards other things. I think the water is probably where this should probably go. This is the biggest build priority at the moment, and it needs how many components? It just needs 9 components. So if I was to go one of these, there's 9 components here, just cancel this. I would hope that those 9 components will now get taken over to that water source here, because that's where I said I need them. And then there's no power for it, so I still need to hook that up. So let's go and take down this one too. When these 2 get built, we'll have more than enough energy. We're up to 182 surplus during the day at the moment, so I'm secretly hoping, and you know, it's kind of dirty to hope this, but I'm secretly hoping that we get a dead body that decays without being buried. And you might be wondering, why in the world would you want that, Charlie? That seems cruel. And you would mostly be right. But while I don't often do this with games, I did notice that one of the achievements in Steam is to have a body decay without being buried. So you could say that I want it for my own selfish reasons. It's, you know, it's all for the sake of an achievement. That's it. I'm not usually one to chase one of those, but it's at least possible right now, you know? Okay, so specialist ready for action. Let me just real quick go to the car, and this team is full health, ready to rock, go. And now we need you guys, not you, all the way up here. Yep, we need you guys to head on over here. We could start the fighting over here, I guess. We could. So let's just put the car like right here. And then everybody hop out. And it looks like you can take this by yourself, but if we don't have to take them by ourselves, then we won't, because I mean, all it does is invite more damage to be taken, and I don't think we need that. So we'll just get you
Sounds good.
around like so.
Attacking target.
Got to try to maneuver them so that they don't get in each other's way.
Going in.
Go. And then we go up like this, and we attack.
Attacking.
Okay. So now we just have a ridiculous imbalance in power, and
What you need?
the fight should be over in 11 hours, and we'll just wipe the floor with them. The group has 60 HP. We're doing 100 HP. So it's, you know, we're doing 100 HP worth of damage. So that'll be pretty straightforward, and we'll just take them out as systematically and as in a group. We'll take them out as a team, right? What else we got here? So we're waiting on wood here. I want to get another place started for wood. Yeah. I think kind of over here is the best place to do that. So why don't we go ahead and we'll get a lumber yard. Maybe not over there because this is, well, I mean, this was going to be like where all my houses and stuff are, but now I'm thinking like I should have them closer to this, so I could always wrap them around this way too. And we have tons of trees here, so getting another sawmill in this area would be fairly easy to do. I could just place it here, honestly. There's plenty of room for that. Why don't I just place this right here? Lumberyard. I don't know if that's in range of power. Where this right here would totally be in range of power. Yeah, this is a better. It's definitely closer to power here, so we'll place the lumberyard here. It takes 40 wood to build this. And we'll say that we want that built next because that's a source of wood, and that's what we're... Well, actually, we're not down on wood. I thought we were down on wood, but we don't seem to be. Just bring you all the way over like this. And we'll just kind of bring you along like this. Wonderful. Okay, so that other source of concrete I was thinking of, yeah, it's this thing here that I was like maneuvering around. It's these underground ruins here. It's only 40% richness, but it will give us faster concrete, and it's fairly close by. It does create pollution, and it's right next to all of these guys, but that's why we've got this maintenance depot here. Hopefully cover everything we need it to cover, right like so. So I can place this as this range, and then if I was to take and do a concrete extractor here, you know, 40%, but it's still something, right? So we'll drop that down too. This says it doesn't have power, but that's not true. It does from this one here. And so all I need now is 3 more concrete, and I can solve my water problems. So let's just have this be built next. And then we can solve our water problems. Beautiful. We're going to turn this into a sawmill immediately. And when this gets put in, that number goes back to being positive. And we can stop sucking down all of our water, huh? Hopefully. Come on. Hurry up. Finish it. You can do it. There we go. 11 water surplus. So, like, as our population grows, right, their consumption grows, too. There's 318 colonists, therefore 318 consumption. So, while I have housing for 83 more people, I do not have water for 83 more people. So I do have to constantly look at, you know, our water supplies. And I think dropping bore wells is the answer here, ultimately, because the bore wells, they operate in, they are going to continue operating during disasters. So I think having 2 of them there and then having maybe like 2 more right here like this is a good idea. So there's going to be a lot of construction here for these. It's going to take a while to do it. I want this built first because that's going to get me my wood supply that I'm always down on. And we just finished an engineer depot, which I can't really use yet because I have to do the things on the map. Speaking of things on the map, it's over here. Investigate this disease is over here. So we're going to take Defina. Defina?
Yep.
You the one with 7 AP? Yeah.
Yep.
Does anyone have 8?
Uh-huh.
You do have 8. Vert, a scout, though. I don't know. Like, investigating a disease sounds like something I should send a scientist to, right? I don't currently have a scientist. I don't currently have a scientist. Yeah. Well, we'll send Vert there anyway, just to investigate it. Maybe it doesn't matter. That 8 AP, you can go further distances. So you can reach this destination in 2 turns.
What do we have here?
And then if we get a chance to get a scientist, we'll take it.
We won the battle.
So we won this battle. Let's take a look. Okay, we're getting candy, wheat. First farm is now cleared. This should start to affect their morale and create some tension as the food becomes more scarce. Ultimately, this might make them more prepared as well. So we'll take that. We can also go in here with these 3. Looks like we can reach them with all 3, so let's just do it. You,
Engaging hostile.
and you.
Showtime.
So you three will take this guy out while we're, I guess, resting here. We'll just take turns doing that. But we have to take out all these things. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of fighting, man. So we're going to need more specialists, I think, for sure here at 2 days. I think we're going to start making sure that we keep it capped out. I do find myself, you know, turning them into engineers a little bit quick, I think. Like, I could do it again, but since we're paused, what does it matter, right? Let's see, what else? Public house is here. That's up and running now. That's good. So happiness is very green now. We have a 34 surplus in entertainment. That's really good. And now, I think since I have an overabundance of housing at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and start tearing down some of these shanties. This should increase their happiness in these areas too, because they're able to transition themselves into more comfortable housing instead of staying where they are. You would think they would do this anyway, since there's housing availability in big houses. They would just move out of here, but it doesn't look like they do that like by themselves. So I'm gonna just tear down a couple of these shanties and get them to sort of, you know, promote them to move somewhere else, but also get the resources. This is extra wood resources and things too. Ultimately, though, we're limited by components, which we just got our trade routes into. So trade routes are doing pretty well for us. Let me take a look really quick at this. Yep. So trade routes are all finished. Mall Town has more. Let's go ahead and buy all of those. And I'm going to buy your fun boxes. And I'm going to buy all your concrete. Yep. In exchange, I will give you a few automatic rifles. Yeah, I think I'm gathering herbs faster than I'm using them. So I think I can sell these. These are worth a lot of money. So, or they're worth a pretty good amount. We could reasonably sell the sturdy clothing and stuff too, but I'm going to hold off on that. We're not going to sell any more oil, no soybeans or anything that we use for medicine. We're not going to sell those either. Really low on fiber. I need to find somebody to buy fiber off of too. You know, we have an overabundance of fish. I know we use it for medicine, but we do have an overabundance of fish at the moment. So let's just sell a little bit of it, just to offset our cost a little bit there, and go ahead and go. And then let's see, 3. So we have 4 trade routes possible. I think the wood. I think we buy all of your wood, and we might as well take the science. Nah, we don't really need it. I got tons of science points. I don't need it. We'll just flat buy the wood from you. Okay, good. So let's go back to, we're researching controlled burn at the moment. Controlled burn is an upgrade to the biofuel, which is the refinery basically. So you take the refinery, you input power and oil, and you get fuel out of it. This creates pollution as well. We're not going to do that yet. We don't need it yet. But eventually, if we want to do things with cars and we need fuel, you know, we'll eventually run out of fuel on the map. There isn't really all that much to gather on the map anyway. So once we run out, you know, we'll have to do something about that. We'll have to make our own.
We won the battle.
Okay, bandits. So it says the second farm is now free. This time the bandits definitely were more prepared, but there were not enough of them to guard the place. Now is the time to give them the final blow. Continue the hunt. We have some maggots here, I think. I think that's what they are. Let's get in the car.
Yes.
This person here obviously can't, but that's why I said they're taking turns. So this car will head down. Now, there are 3 more locations here. So, like, do we have 2 going on at the same time or what? I don't know. Yep. We'll come back to that. I want to get this main quest going here too. So we'll take Vert here, and we'll go over here.
What do we have here?
Let's see what this is.
The hospitals in the wastelands were all abandoned in the years following the apocalypse, leaving them in a state of decay. No one has bothered to loot the books from their shelves. Browsing them reveals the bleak nature of the situation.
The symptoms match that of anthrax, a bacteria that can live in soil for decades. This must be a highly weaponized version of the bacteria. It's likely the contagion happened on an old battlefield where it must have been used for biological warfare. Now, luckily, strong antibiotics can be used to treat the infection, and disposing of contaminated equipment and food should be enough to prevent it from spreading further. It is a tough decision whether to share this knowledge with other societies. It will definitely help everyone, but someone might use it as a weapon. So if we don't share it, we gain 1,000 science, but we lose 120 reputation with everybody, or we just share it. And I'm going to share it because, again, I think I have great science point generation anyway, and at this point I don't know if I can even use all of it. I'm pretty researched at this point, so we'll share it.
For humanity to have even a sliver of hope to survive, people need to work together. Everyone for themselves is what tore the world apart last time. Repeating the mistake now would be foolish.
My biggest complaint, that's my biggest problem with the world today, it seems, which is probably not any different than it's always been, but because of social media and like other types of information consumption that we have and how instantaneous it is today, it just seems worse than it's always been, you know, kind of like bringing out the worst in people. It just seems like everybody's always hating on others and blaming others for things, and it honestly, I don't know, like the state of the world is really sad that way. Everybody for themselves, that kind of thing. I fear that these post-apocalypse games and things, I mean, I don't have a genuine fear that becomes a reality, at least not in my lifetime, but I can see where this is a possibility, at least greater than 0% at least. Anyway, information on the disease, its origin, and its cures are shared with every society. This show of good faith is soon rewarded, but one of the societies mentions the existence of a vaccine. But before they can start manufacturing it in larger quantities, they need a more recent sample of the bacteria and request if one can be delivered to them. So we'll deliver the sample, and it goes over here. So we will have you head on over that way.
Not gonna work.
Yes, it will. And then we will take you guys in the car, bring you down to, let's say, here. And we're going to try and liberate... Oh, I can't get there in this turn. We'll have to do it next turn. Some of these guys don't have enough AP. I could have got the car closer, too. That's my bad. Yeah, I should have looked at that. It's okay. We'll just get you guys out of the car for now and get you prepared to fight.
Can't do that.
There you go. Get you prepared to fight next time. And then we can maybe get Lancaster in over here too. These other 3 camps, I'm not sure what's spawning them. It seems to be the same thing. Oh, I get it. Liberate half the farms. I missed that part. Liberate half the farms. Okay. That's why there's only 1 more left. Fair enough. Okay. So, knowing that, I probably should have went to the one closest to where I live. Yeah. Closest, doing ones that are closest. I really hope these guys have a specialist for me.
A ragged
they
bunch shuffles slowly
6
towards
injuries.
the gate.
They're bringing fuel. I guess that's okay. A lot of people too. We'll just accept them. We have more than enough medicine to treat those wounds. We don't have a whole lot of antibiotics though. I'm struggling on that. So why don't we switch, for the time being, we switch our medicine factory to produce antibiotics. We'll use some of the herbal medicine that we have and the oil to create antibiotics instead. And I think it's a really good idea for me to get a second medicine facility. And then where to put that though, that's the question. I like the tailor being right here next to all this stuff, but I'm starting to think that this Grand Tailor is in a bad spot because having medicine here, I think would be better. So why don't I put another tailor? If I put it off this side, this will probably be better. For the sake of spacing, I think this is better. We'll put the tailor here instead. When this is built and upgraded, I'll tear this down. And then it looks to me like in place of that, we can get right here. In place of that, this will fit right here. So we'll get 2 medicine labs set up. And then we'll really start cranking things out. I think probably getting more herbs growing is a good idea too. If nothing else, we could sell the excess. But I think maybe a fourth greenhouse would be a good idea. It looked to me like there was some fertility here too. Yeah, I might maybe look at putting another farm or something here because it's fertile land, or even water, honestly. Like we could put a water well over here too. It's not out of the question. It's a decent 85% is pretty good. Plus we can upgrade it. So why don't I place this water well? I know it's kind of next to this thing for contamination's sake, but 85. 85, 86, 86, 85. It's all 10 anyway. It doesn't really matter. So we can place this here. At least now it's not in the way, but we're going to get more water out of that too. And I like that because it's a little bit of extra water. It's not a whole lot, but what it is, it's also cheap water because it only takes wood and plastic. Where the other sources of water we're gaining take the really expensive stuff that I don't have a whole lot of. So we can get rid of that. I think when we get the next lab and stuff going, let's go ahead and unpause this. When we get the other lab up and running, that's going to suck down a lot more power. We're going to need this up and running anyway. But with all these bore wells going in, that's going to draw too much power, and we're going to have deficit issues soon, I suppose. Because this is also a sawmill, so it's going to help us with our wood. And then I probably need, if there's going to be a third sawmill working on this place, then I definitely need this forestry to come back and work this area. All right, so here we go. You should be in range. You really should be in range. You better freaking be in range, dude. Oh, you better be in range. No, okay, good. I saw that icon and I got like shook for a second there. Okay, so bring this up and just say work here. So we have 3 sawmills now working on getting wood and supplying our colony with as much wood as possible. This is a trapper. We're gonna upgrade it to a hunter. We have rats eating our fields. This is the reason why I have small fields too. It's just so if the rats do come in, they affect smaller fields, not just all large fields. They tend to do that. More often than not, I see the rats in these fields here and not in these ones. Maybe the irrigated fields don't get hit by that. I don't know. I'd like to believe that, but I don't know if that's true. Okay, so we have all you guys back, ready to go. Good. Let's have you go in the car. Okay, here, let's try this. We're gonna have you jump in the car. Come over here. You hop in the car. Wow, all the way around. Cool. Come on back. And then get out. And attack. Go.
Attacking.
Attack.
Engaging hostiles.
Come over here really quick so you're not in the way completely. And then attack.
Locked and
And
loaded.
then you should be able to get out, hopefully. You can actually drive over here. It's better that way. And then you should be able to get out and attack
Can't complete the order.
right now.
Attacking.
Okay. Little people shuffle, but I like that. Okay. So next on the agenda, now that we're super happy, the positive balance and entertainment, that is in addition to having a pending balance for the game arcade. All it needs is a few more components and a pending balance here with the Storm Dome. All it needs is some concrete. We've actually delivered the fun boxes already. It just needs concrete. So we're gonna be very fun. All sorts of very fun things happening here. And then I think maybe this trade center is in a decent spot because we trade products for this all the time. We also tend to trade products from up here all the time, and so this trade center is in a good spot too. Yeah, I think that's the next step here. Let's have this built next. I think the next step really is putting down this extra medical center. We're starting to get a good supply of antibiotics again. I like it. And the school's being built. Our schools are finally up and running. There we go. Nice. All the kids are learning things. We hope. Oh, and then there's this. I totally forgot about this water pump. Yeah, this thing's pending too. All right, I forgot about that one. That's gonna give us, I wanna say this was 34 water. Like it's like 70% or something. To where this one is 40. 100% is 40 water from these. There we go. Sawmill is doing its thing. Let's make sure it's covered. It is indeed. Yep. Okay. And so as we get these new bore wells in, it's all about components, man. Let's take a look. Junkton. Junkton's got some. We're gonna trade with Junkton. So we'll take this. We'll take your superior tools and we'll take your fun boxes. And I'm not going to take your plastic. We're going to pay money for that. Let's go. And in one day, we can get another specialist, which is hopefully, I think hopefully a scientist. That'd be a good thing to do. We are low on water, so I think I'm going to have this one built next. That way we can get the components delivered to this. You know? We got hostiles defeated on the map. Let's go ahead and take a look. Side quest should be done with that.
We won the battle.
All right, so the final den of the dead rats. Well, final half of them. The final den of the dead rats offers little resistance. Their numbers have diminished, and those who remain are there because of fear, not because of loyalty. Striking during the darkness and dropping the defenders one by one makes them scatter. The leader is never caught, probably because they left far before the danger came too close to them. It is over for now. All right, so we got more stuff, including antibiotics. Very nice. Let's all get in the car.
Uh-huh.
What you need?
Go. Looks like the car is facing the correct direction now. Do you think they were listening to that part? Where's the car for this one? Oh, where's the car? Yeah. You think they were listening to that part, guys? I don't know. Like, I'd like to believe, and this is kind of like maybe a little big-headed of me,
Found something.
but I'd like to believe that, you know, game developers, they check out games, you know, that are being played by, you know, us, I guess, people on the internet who make videos and stuff. I'd like to believe that they, you know, kind of hear our feedback and, you know, chime in and kind of go, oh, I noticed, you know, this is backwards. And then they take note of that and they just kind of, you know, quietly fix it in a patch. I don't know, because like those were always backwards and now they're not. So I think they're listening. Hi, Paradox. I mean, maybe it's a little big-headed of me to think that people like at game studios watch my videos, but I mean, they have sponsored quite a few videos on my channel, so it's not out of the question to assume that they would at least, you know, do that somewhat. Okay, the last two buildings we need to get to are the mill and the bakery. So these are going to take our wheat and turn it into flour to be used in the bakery. It stands to reason then that the mill and the bakery should be close together and should probably be close to where we are growing the wheat. For that reason, I think the mill and stuff should be over in this area because it's really close to the wheat fields. So I think, and it might have made more sense actually, because does the bakery take water? It does. The mill does not. Does the bakery fit here? It does not. So I think it would make sense to have that stuff be over in this area, and we'll place the bakery in range of this water source. Maybe go about like here with it. This will be where our bakery is, and then the mill produces, let me see if there's a conversion here. So bakery is going to take 2 eggs. Ooh, that's really far away. The eggs, yikes. Hang on. The eggs, you guys. Maybe we'll put it over here. We could tear these. Actually, you know what? We should tear these down. Tear these 2 tenements down. And this is room for the mill and the bakery right here. I'm going to do that. These aren't even improved tenements. They're just regular old tenements. We're going to tear these down.
We've made a new discovery.
So that's a bunch of materials that are just left on the ground. We're going to go ahead and put the bakery in range of water if possible, right here. Aw, it has to be back, has to be set back in. But you know what? I mean, that's just how it goes, man. It's fine. Set it back like this, and then the mills have this, all this flour being processed, like this. Probably do 2 of these. I'm kind of thinking like the mills are a lot easier to place. We could have 2 bakeries. Right? 2 bakeries. I wonder. I think we could. I think we can handle 2 bakeries. 15 bread. If we go, if I put 2 bakeries though, then what's going to happen is I need to add another water tank, which isn't a huge deal. We have room for it. Yeah, I could put it back like, be back like this. on this road. This occupies so much space. Like the mill is a 4x4. Let me play around with spacing here. I think I can make this work a little bit better. If I place this bakery along this road like this. Oh, it's that memorial being in the way. Yeah. If I place it like this, though, that's better. And then we place the other bakery. If I was to do it like this, that gives me the 4x4 I need to place those 2 mills. Pretty cool. So I can go like this. 2 bakeries and 2 mills be placed just like this. That's a lot better usage of that space. And then we bring this road clear through here. Call it good, right? It's a lot better usage of the space. So let's go ahead and pause. We're going to need, of course, a water tank. I'm hoping it fits right there, actually. Water tank right. Won't fit there. Will it fit? Ah! Well, how'd it do? It's right there. Cool. We'll do that then. That's a lot better usage of the space, especially since I don't really need people living in tenements. So, like now, yeah, we have less shelter space available, but we don't have the water surplus for them anyway. But like 41 spare space still. They're all living over here now. That's nice. What else can we do? Huh? Get the bore well done. I'm digging this. This is working out really well. There's another achievement to clear all of the pollution on the map. So I'm gonna work on doing that too, kind of like a low-key goal is to clear all the pollution. And what I'm looking at is pretty much fully. Ooh, there's scrap metal over this way and concrete rubble. Ooh, okay. The map is quite large. I'm gonna get another guard post, I think. And we'll have it be kind of over in this area. I think. Right next to this stuff. That might be asking for trouble, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe it isn't.
Yes?
I'll have Nick come over here and... not Dinube. She's already on the map. Wait, are we... How do you have 12? Oh, I see. I haven't... it hasn't gone all the way around yet. So I want Defina,
Yep.
not you. Yeah. Have you guys just come out this way and like help guard against baddies? Even have another person with a gun. We'll have you head over this way. See, now it looks like you're being attacked. But by what? What were you being attacked by just now? You just got hit by something. 78 out of 80. What are you being attacked by? Is there a worm here that shot, like, spit at you or something? Oh, we got these. We got these beetles, too. Yeah, these beetles are going to attack us as well. That's okay. We just keep running, and eventually we'll all be together, and then we can attack.
Yes? How may I help you?
There you go. Shoot him. Shoot him. Take him down. That's the whole reason for having all of you guys out here. Oh, I think this is small rat beetle carcass. So I guess there was other rat beetles in this area that were maybe attacking you. Possibly. We'll get a second person here. And then I think getting this guard tower up should be another bigger priority. Well, yeah, we already have. We're at 8 surplus on water now, so we'll make that happen, and then we can keep working on the pollution. Although I'm tempted to relocate this this place right here. I'm tempted to relocate this. I think it's in a bad spot now, and building another environmental center. Let's say maybe over in is it in health? Where is it? Isn't it? It's not in health. Extractors, not water. Products maybe. Environmental station, 25. You know, relative to the cost of everything else we've been doing, that's not that bad. But I could, if I build it way out here, then they're able to get it quicker, and then they can also deliver it, I guess, to a new pollution storage too, instead of having it be right here. So like if I put it over here, this is going to be a lot better for just sort of clearing out the area. Maybe not over here, but we can always operate 2 of them until it's gone too. So I think I will. I think I'm going to place it like right here. Another one. And just sort of go like that. And then we'll have another waste place. Waste dump. We'll have the other waste dump be like, I don't know, over here somewhere. Something like that. And then they can take, you know, all the waste that they're gathering from these different deposits that are over here. They can bring it all over here. It's a little bit faster, right? And then we can get rid of the space that's being occupied by this stuff already. For now, like this area, this sucks. Granted, there's nothing in here, right? Because we keep selling it, but it's there. Like they're still there, and it's grungy looking, and I don't like it. So I think this is gonna be great. We're gonna wrap up the video here. I think I'm gonna be gone for my holiday vacation. All right, gotta go up to my parents' house, do Christmas and all that stuff. So I will leave you with whatever happens with this main quest here. So let's take Vert here and go and see what's up with Project Tomorrow.
Found something.
As the vaccine is administered in societies, the threat posed by old bioweapons becomes less severe. The unselfishness shown by the colony has sparked a new kind of hope across the wasteland. Many have regained faith that eventually people can unite and face the upcoming times together.
Like, think of that entire paragraph right there, and then compare that to the world we live in, like the atmosphere and the environment we live in, at least in America right now. Like, it's just such a stark contrast there that I really wish didn't exist. That's all I'm saying. Like, why can't people think about things, about coming together and thinking about other people? I just can't wrap my head around it sometimes. Earning trust is a huge step to make everyone work together at some point, but it is definitely a way to get other kinds of attention as well. Keep gathering knowledge, 100% reputation with every society. We'll try to gain additional knowledge by clicking on the bunker site. Go to the bunker's construction site, and I should see the thing pop up, hopefully, soon.
As the vaccine is administered...
Maybe. Should pop up. Any minute now? No? Where is it? It's not popping up. Maybe it's over. Oh, I have to go on the map? Bunker construction site on the map, or what? I got an arrow pointing that direction, an arrow pointing that direction, and... you know, none of them are very helpful. I think not. Maybe you have to make it back to the colony? I would have thought that it would pop up right over here, over top of this, but perhaps not. In any case, this is going up again. They're not locked. So, yeah. So as long as it's not locked, I'm okay with it. Take a specialist, recruit. It's a scout. That's fine. It's just an extra body, and it's not a scientist, but it's somebody else, right? So thank you very much for watching, guys. I do very much appreciate it. Next video, most likely the game arcade is done. Most likely the Storm Dome is done. That means a huge surplus in our entertainment value. We're down to -2 now. I hope to have both the bakeries and the mills done. They don't take any components, so it's all about concrete right now. And then this needs to get done, so I'll probably have this be built next, so that we can make sure that all the supply goes there. We've been operating at a water deficit for quite a while. And for some reason, that means that this is no longer connected to the water network because there's no water in this tower because of how the game processes water deficits. So, you know, there's that. I need to keep a water surplus in order to make sure those animals don't die. So for that reason, I should have some of the stuff built next. I don't know. Like, it's a hard knock life for us here on this colony. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys liked the video, and enjoy your holiday. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.